Hey everyone, it's been a while. I really haven't wanted to record any videos. Kind of went through some stuff. Uh, all of it was my fault, of course, like everything is. And I'm not being sarcastic. That's the truth. Um, but let me preface this video, which this is unrelated to the video, but if you ever want things to work in life, especially in today's day and age, you gotta learn to not look at all the negatives every single time. You gotta learn that people make honest mistakes, like me. Now, I'm not gonna, like, describe what I'm talking about, but it just should be known that people make mistakes. And you shouldn't really base the actions on one person on somebody else. Now, I understand this person I'm referring to did do some bad things, very bad things. Things that if I could find him, I would rip him apart, quite literally. And then there's another person who I would equally rip apart, maybe more, just because I hate him more than Jewish people hate Germans back in World War II. I just said that. If I could find him, I would. I don't know. I mean, they say scarecrows are afraid of what do you call those things? I mean, not scarecrows. Crows and other birds are afraid of scarecrows. Well, what I would do, crows would be afraid of me. They would see a scarecrow as like a cute little doll of some fucking shit. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, one more thing. Hold on. Gotta think of how to say this. Oh. Careful who you pick, because some people know more than you think they do. And trust me, this other person that I'm referring to is very, very dangerous. At least that's what I heard from about 12 different people who want to get their hands on him. Yeah, so just take that all into whatever fucking context you want. I'm actually here tonight because I'm bored. It's 10:45 at night. Tonight I'm going to be showing you how to jailbreak with checkra1n. Now, I jailbroke my phone months ago, and it's completely fine, but I'm sure they already updated things, so this might be out of date. I'll put that in the description. But right now, I have an iPhone 8 Plus. Of course, my camera's shitty. I am a huge Apple fanatic. In fact, I actually brought 3 of my Apple products here. I have 5 in total right now. I have a 3GS. I have a 4th gen iPod Touch. I have an iPhone 4S. Of course, the back is cracked because I got it from a friend. I have my iPhone 8 Plus. And then I am currently recording this on a $1,600 iMac. Granted, my friends have told me to just get a gaming PC. It would be a lot cheaper and a lot better, but I don't play PC games. I, play my Xbox and Switch. I would like to get back into PC gaming, but I don't know. There's just something about certain people who like PC game, especially if you own a gaming chair. I don't know. I just see that as like the faggy, like, low life. Oh, look at me! I'm going to spend my entire time on a fucking computer instead of spending time with the people I love or my kids. I know other people have a gaming chair, but I also know other people like actually spend time with their family and the people they love. But yeah, let's get started. So I have an app here. This is checkra1n. So as you guys can see, I'm just going to put it right here. It says, welcome to checkra1n. Sorry, iPhone 8 Plus Global is not supported on iOS 14.4 at this point. But it actually is. You just have to be very careful with what you do. So you want to go to Options, and you want to go to Allow Untested, and you want to go to Skip A11 BPR Check, and then back. And then it'll say, warning, iPhone 8 Plus Global on iOS 14.4 is only partially supported. Continue at your own risk. I'm going to press Start. Warning, this device is running an OS version which was not confirmed to work with this build of checkra1n. The device may fail to boot or become unstable. Continue at your own risk. Yes. So, like I said, my iPhone 8 Plus is on 14.4, and this is the checkra1n version beta 0.12.2. The device needs to be put into DFU mode to apply the jailbreak. This is a manual process, and we will guide you through it. In order to prevent file system corruption through hardware set, the device will be put into recovery mode first. Click Next when you are ready. So, I'm going to hold the phone up here. Hopefully you guys can see the FaceTime cam on this $1,600 computer is not very good. I have a shittier webcam, but I'm not going to bother using it. So it's entering recovery mode, as you can see on the screen. Can't hold this phone straight. So how are you all doing tonight? Oh, there you go. See? Went into the recovery. So the device is in that recovery mode. So what you have to do, it says here, time to put your device into DFU mode. Locate the buttons as marked below on your device and check the instructions on the right before clicking start. So you want to hold the side button and the volume down. So that's the button right here and the button right here. So what you want to do, oh my god. So you want to do, press and hold the side buttons together. And then you want to hold those buttons down. And it's successfully in DFU. Now if you see it's installing the jailbreak, you'll see the Apple logo on the phone. There you go. And then you'll see a line of code running down. You can't really see it because shitty webcam, but that's basically the jailbreak going through. And then once it loads back up, it'll say booting. This might take a minute. There you go. And then it says all done. And we can click that or exit that. So we have this thing here. Then it'll reboot. Like I said, it takes a little bit. There you go. Now, it's funny because I actually had somebody call this outdated. It's called style. It's not called outdated. But of course, you know, people who use Androids wouldn't really know. And, like, have had an iPhone maybe 3 or 4 times. I've had most of the iPhones. So you see you have, like, certain things here. You see how things go like that. You can have a bunch of different things. But yeah, that's pretty much how you do that. So I actually needed to do that because the one thing that is different between modern day jailbreaks and old school jailbreaks is a mode called, or rather a version of jailbreak called tethered and untethered. So what that means is untethered means that basically every time you reboot the phone, you won't need to re-jailbreak the phone. If you have a tethered jailbreak, which is what most modern day jailbreaks are, as well as checkra1n, every time the device has to reboot, like if you're installing certain tweaks on Cydia, it'll sometimes have to reboot the device, not just the springboard. It'll have to actually restart the entire device. Then you'll have to go back into checkra1n and reboot it again. But back with older jailbreaks with like Black Rain and Green Poison and Jailbreak Me 3.0 and, you know, iOS 4.2.1 and iOS 2.1.3 and, you know, all that stuff, they actually had a lot of untethered things, and they actually had a tweak that could unlock like your iPhone, but we don't have that anymore, only because it's a lot harder with, you know, Apple security. But yeah, I hope you guys like that. And like I said in the beginning of my video, just take that in any context you want. And let me end this by saying that I don't care anymore.